Just whacked myself. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck me. I'm on the wrong account. Oh, God. Let's try this again. Stupid. Or is it? Slow. Maybe it's useless. Yeah, I have a 2026 Grammys thing on, but this song has also been stuck in my head for days. Just come running to me. Sometimes nerves. Won't you let a innocent woman be? Well, that's not where I thought that was gonna send me. I'm also I'm very low-key annoyed right now because I wanted to play another game, and how do I fix this? It's sound and child. Why you always come running to me? I love Sabrina Carpenter. Oh, Jesus, hi, Cabby. You. It's out there. Well, let me do it. Son of a bitch. I want this building gone. This is my camp. But I want this gone. I don't want it here. So I built this because I thought it'd be cute, and she just sits in here and she cooks. So I thought I'd decorate this. This isn't the Fallout game I thought I was going to be playing, though. I wanted to play 3, but I can't play 3 on my computer, apparently, which really pisses me off, because why the fuck did I pay money for it if I can't play it? I don't know anything about most of them. I know, like Chapel. I don't think she was up for anything, but I know Chapel, I know Sabrina, Bad Bunny, Olivia Dean. So I do know some people, but it's definitely not, like, I definitely don't know as many as I normally would. Okay, this seems like a good time to pop a booster. Alex Warren, oh my god, that poor man, with all the shit that was happening with his audio, I feel so bad. And he still crushed it, but I'm like, damn. Like, that sucks ass. Oh wait, I need that hat to do some of these. Why is this song playing? Oh, never mind. Not what I thought. I think it's called Tough Something. I love Alex Warren. I mean, I don't really like I'm not big on Jesus or anything like that, but I do really like his singing. And his songs are fucking phenomenal. Oop. There. Hot. Okay. This will be better on a team. Okay, I'm gonna make my own team. I didn't want to play this game, so I apologize if I'm less enthused. I didn't want to play this game. But I know how to play this game. And I don't hate it. I just was like, ooh, I'll play Fallout 3. Then can't fucking play that game, so never mind. Okay. Ooh, candy. I have candy. It's my anxiety, oh yeah. Seb. Yay. Friend. I'll just eat the gum. Oh my god, I have so much gum. Wait, I have Halloween candy. Nice. Yeah. There was quite a few people who had like ice out stuff on too, which I appreciate because fuck ice. Say it with my whole chest. Whole chest. Okay, we can do that to get rid of that. And the pins, yeah, the pins were really nice to see. I mean, it's one of the biggest stages for them to be able to say something about it, you know? Oh, shirt. Hell yeah. I love shirts. Mole rat, mole miner. Okay. I mean, that's fine. What am I doing? Mole rat, mole miner. Mole miner. Oh, somebody's already there taking mine out. I bet somebody's already taken them out at Blackwater. This is an interesting song. Oh, look. He's alive. Oh, yeah, that takes you out a lot faster. Okay. We're gonna do that. Hell yeah. Ow. That's pretty rude. I'm right here. You didn't need to do that. I'm right here. I don't need a chassis. 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 I want a chassis, but I don't need one. Oh, they're dead. Dead. I wonder if the ones inside the mine are dead too. I'll go and see if I can find that. Sebifer. I don't know if I like that. Sebster? That sounds a little cooler. Sounds better than Sebifer. Mainly because I say Superfer, and I was like, ooh, I'll say Sebifer. And I'm like, I don't know if I like that as much. Ooh, a rat. Wait, that's not what I needed. I need a mole rat, not a rad rat. Get away from me. Seb, how you doing today? Buddy, I wanted to do Fallout 3 today, and my PC will literally not run it. Ugh. Hell yeah. Oh, good. Good, good. I like that anyway. It's a lot nicer. I like it. Oh, hey, unlocking. Stop shooting, Meg. Oh, I didn't need to come in here and kill him. That was overkill. My bad. My bad. It was overkill. I'll just come back here. Buy a new camp slot. Nice. I was on a little bit earlier today. I was doing some moseying about on one of my other accounts, which was pretty cool, but I quickly got bored, which is fine. Yeah. Wait, no, that can be... Oh my god, what is happening? I don't know what I'm doing. I know, I'm actually really pissed about it because I genuinely, like, I don't know why it's not working. It just literally never did anything. I rebooted, I updated my drivers, I did so much stuff prior to streaming because I was like, I'm gonna give this a fair shot. And oh my god, he's still here. Yay, I accidentally scrapped him the other day and I was so sad. There, now he's locked. And yeah, it just genuinely, it was like, sometimes it's just too old. And I'm pissed because I'm like, well, then why do I own this? Like, if I can't even run it, like, that just seems really dumb. It makes me mad. So, oh god. This is why I don't wear dresses. I mean, it's one of the million reasons why I don't wear dresses, but. Are there regular outfits? Jesus. Okay. Christ. Ah! Rossi, hi. I did so much to try and get it to work, and then I was like, if I try any longer, I'm just not streaming. So we decided we're streaming, and we'll just do 76, I guess, for a little bit. But I don't have anything else like planned. Because I was gonna try Fallout 3. Because Soup's been playing it, and I keep saying to him, like, play the games, play what you want to play. And then I went and I wanted to play that game, and then I couldn't. So, not super happy. What is that? Is that 2 minutes? Or is that specific? What does that mean? Is that clean? No. Damn it. Tonight. Where's Sora? Sora loves Lady Gaga. Gaga. Yeah, I mean, Rossi, I did so much stuff. I made sure my drivers were updated. I downloaded something because it said that people consistently were running into the issue with trying to run Game of the Year Fallout 3, were having issues, and I legitimately, like, it will not play. Like, it does not open, no matter what I do. And I cleared caches, I removed files, I re-downloaded files, I did quite literally everything. And none of it is working. Dabra. So, hi Marlon, are we gonna be a problem today? It's fine. Don't you be a problem. Probably. Well, like, I don't understand. Like, my computer's new. Like, it's beefy. It runs Monster Hunter Wilds gloriously. Like, how? And then it... Who is shooting? Stop it. Who the fuck is shooting? Jesus. I know. But, like, that's what I would think about. Like, when I think of, like, PCs that can run it, I'm thinking of that. Right? Like, that's what I'm thinking about. And it's just like, nah, it doesn't give a fuck. And, but then I'm like, then why do I own this? Then. Like, I can't play it. So then I made myself feel better, and I bought that Iron Lung game that Markiplier made the movie about. Because I also went and I saw the movie in theaters today. Oftentimes the GPU or in system built quite... I just... I don't know. I'm just like, cool, so... What? Like, I've got... Unless they come out with a remastered version, like... I don't even want to try New Vegas. Like, I don't even want to try that one. Oh. Hey, I needed to do that. Great. What the fuck is an obstagoon? I just wanted to do stuff, y'all. Oh, Pablo. I want to check that out. People have stuff. Oh my god, yes. Is that a Steve Rhodes shirt? It looks like Steve Rhodes. Oh my god, I love this. Hell yeah. Oh, I love that. Designs go back, donate thousands to groups like ACLU, NARF, Rainbow Railroad. Oh, glorious. I want that. Love it. Okay. We need to kill people. Okay. Got you. Probably. Hello? Is there a reason none of you up there can get them? Oh. Oh. I mean, it's also okay. It's just frustrating. Like, I wanna go back and play this game because I've got very little time in it. Like, I have 73 whole minutes into it. I mean, and it had an update 2 years ago. Nothing. I'm like, cool. Like, I know Fallout 4 will run, or it should run, I should say. But I don't know about anything else. Which is really frustrating. I'm like, then, like, why do you have this? Marlon, you gonna be good? Do I need to take care of things? Okay. Oh, Santa. Hello. Howdebeck? Out of my way. I just need to tag. I just really need to tag them. I don't need to kill them. Book it. Never mind. Kidding. Why are things exploding? I don't like that. Stop throwing bombs. IRL too. Oh god. I don't think I got any of those because people are over here. I'm glad it's working for you, though. I mean, if you wanted to play it, obviously, like... Hello. Missed Mothman. Why is there's like nobody? Whoa, hello. Jesus. Yeah. Valid. She got away. She's got away. She's got away. Yeah, I got open to the point where I could hit play. And then it closed. And I tried that 6 times. Mothman. Glorious. I love them. I love Mothman. Plant a crop. I don't want to do that. Craft a psycho. Travel on foot. That must be minutes. Well, that's... I don't know what that means. Maybe not. I didn't look at it. It's fine. Ooh, all day. I like the song. I hate this building. I bought it, and now I can't get rid of it. Always says 1 or more items is in use, but it's not. 'Cause no one's in it. All I gotta do is just meet me at the Rossi, thank you for even, like, trying and looking. Where? What? Drugs. Oh my god. I don't... Oh no. Oh god, I don't have any of that. Eat a cooked meal. Fantastic. On my way. Oh, wait. The new axolotl. New axolotl came out today, right? Right. I want you, baby. Don't you need me like I need you now? Because tonight go crazy. All I gotta do is just meet me at the crowd. Do we know axolotl? Fallout 76. Right? It's today, I think. Nobody has it. Nuka Nights? I thought for sure. Guess okay. Thrown, I didn't know how to believe I was a queen that I meant to be. Chlorine bag, so good, I need that. Find my own place. Got the problem child, 'cause I got you up. And that's how I'm getting paid. Where is the fishies? Fishy, fishy. Axolotl. I believe we're going up, up, up. It's our moment. You know, together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Hi, Seb. If an axolotl lost its face frills and got a skinnier nose, sword-a-lotl? Maybe. It's entirely possible. Nice. Oh god, Cobby. I swear to god. Hi, Pockets. Hello. As we are and resolution. Sure. I can do that. Together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. What was I going to go do? Bumblebee. Toxic soot flower. That's up north. What was I going to go do? I was gonna go do something. Oh my god, I'm losing it. I keep thinking it was something to do with my camp, but I don't think it was. Okay. We'll go up here. We'll find some toxic soot. I don't really like going to this estate, but we'll do that. Talk to me. Oh, yes. I love this song. Also, I don't need a man because I have my girlfriend. All night. You are already know. Leave it alone. Oh! Oh my god, a beaver! Hi! Come be the man I need. Tell me you got something I need if I want it. Oh, hey, flower. wonderful. Oh my god. Hi. Hiccup. No, I'm not killing them. Talk to me. Talk to me. There's another one. Talk to me. Talk to me. The lines already know I can leave it alone. Stay away from me. So come be the man I need. Tell me I got something to give. I want it. When you call me wonderful. Ugh, this is so cool. The man I need, talk to me. Talk to me. You're so cool. What? No, I'm not. Why? Oh, yeah. There's a queen in here. Somewhere. Bow. Okay. Minor heart attack. It's fine. Hi. Oh. Hi. I love you. I don't know why you always still have this. It's okay. I'm not going to kill you because I love you. Okay, valid. What? Oh, okay, this is weird. I don't understand what this is, but it's fine. Oh, hey, look, Mirelurk. Oh. Are you dead? Oh, you're alive. Hello. Seb, what happened? Hi. Oh. Kinda. I don't remember this person at all. Gabriella. What's up, Gabriella? Hi, Sora. I legit, Seb, I don't remember this lady. Also, what happened? Bye. Thank you. Why are you dead? What's happened? Why are you still dead? Gabriella, what's up, Gabriella, la la. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Those things are nasty. Oh god. Oh god. They're mean fucks. Gabriella, what's up, Gabriella, la la. Oh god, they every fucking time I go to them at Soup's camp, I legitimately die. See, no, I don't even want that one. I'm like, get the fuck away from me. Mm-mm. I don't see any soot flowers. Gabriella. Hi, Pompey. That might have it. Oh, hello. That is a random ass place for you to be. Stop it. Just... You're fine. I know this place has things that will scare me. In case you didn't know. Damn it. In case you didn't know. The... That is a scary motherfucker. Run! Run! Hi, Shoes! Hello! How are you? Ooh! Oh, hello. No, stop it. Stop it. Get away from me. Come here. Ow. Stop it. You can't even come over here and get me. Why do I have to come over to you? I'm doing okay. I was going to try to do... Fallout 3 today, but the game said nah. Game said, fuck nah. Ow. Pain and suffering. Look at that. I almost have all the flowers I need. Ow. Burning. Ooh, there's some over there. Look at that. I didn't even have to see anything super scary. I mean, I did, but it wasn't close to me to hit me. Yeah. Flowers. I just need... one more. Flowers. Yay. I'll take one more for the road. Especially considering I think I need that to craft something. Oh. Interesting. Come over here and grab the loot. Because we need the loot. Oh god, let me up. Let me up. Alright. I didn't craft any of that. Oh god. I forgot there was an event. Is this song almost done? I don't... Oh, this is a band that people said they didn't really care for. Because they were so slow. Hi. I'm Heather. Ooh. Nom. Oh. Alright. Well, they got it taken care of. Nice. Choose, you played any games lately? Also, if you're not following our friend Shoes, you need to go do so. I very much enjoy his streams. So then, you hit the follow button, and whenever he goes live, you find... You also get to know, hi! Wait, I want to hit one. Yeah. Oh. Set off a bomb. I want to hit one. Can I hit one? Ooh, mud fruit. Ow! Aw, I just wanted to hit one. Looked fun. Ah. Man. Oh god, I thought he was a bad guy. No! No! Ah, that was fun. Come be the man I need. Yay! All right. Back to being friends. Oh, the axolotl. Jesus Christ. Damn. Back to being friends. Shit. Let's see if this works. If there's anything over here. What? Oh, for fuck's sake. I definitely thought this was just I was gonna enter. Not gonna lie, I barely remember coming in here. So we're gonna grab as much as we can. It isn't bolted down. Which looks like there's not a lot. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, when? I don't remember this at all. I'm slightly horrified. Yep. Mm-hmm. Where the fuck is chlorine in here? Was it me? Was it me? It's fine. Okay. This thing said there's Enclave Research Center. Bitch, where? I don't even know what this looks like. Ew. Okay. Whoa! Jesus. Oh my god. Jesus. Fucking fuck. I'm fine. It's totally fine. Eventually. Jesus Christ. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Let's take one look at you, taking me out of the ordinary. You're gonna lay me down. Why is that still moving? The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so out the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground of your sanctuary. Get at me with your touch, Lord, turn it to dust. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found. What the fuck? Oh mama, taking me out. I love him. The little cutie pie. Trick of the night. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found. No, I needed it. Can I not? Okay. Can it be with your touch? Around return me to dust. I needed the break. Okay, I don't understand where these bags of chlorine are supposed to be. Oh my, saw your light. Oh. Ah. Ah. What the fuck? I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate it here. Okay. God. Is this necessary? I don't think it is. Bitch, I mean, I remember this now, but like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? Oh, cool. Nope, had the Sorvine. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Where is it supposed to be in this? Silva. Where the fuck is Silva? Silva? Shit. I don't remember where Silva is. Where is this farm? Oh. Okay. On the property near some corn. Helpful. Hi, Tatum. Yeah. Tatum, I tried booting up Fallout 3. My computer won't run it. So I'm very sad. Something on a building near corn. So this building? A teddy bear. This doesn't look like it has anything. Ah! Wow. Yeah, no. I had to download some stuff to even get it to run. And then I tried playing it and it didn't do anything. It just kept opening and then shutting immediately. So that was cool. Do you think they meant this over here? I think they meant Billings, maybe? They just said buy some corn. Maybe it was by this. This is all by the corn. This looks like a place it would have been. Yeah, Rossi offered to try to help and see if we can't get it doing something again, but I don't have much hope for it, because I updated everything and it never opened. Like, I oh, I need that. I re-downloaded it, I verified files, I did all the things. This is helping with my bugs. It's not really what I was looking for, though. Maybe it's over here. Buy some corn. This is buy corn. It's not in the house, is it? Maybe it's in the house. Chlorine bags. Okay. That's horrifying. Fair outfit, cigarette. There's nothing up here. Yeah, bags of chlorine, and I went to one location and it said it was there at the one location that I went to. And then I'm at this location trying to see if it's here, but I have a feeling people are... I don't think I've ever paid attention to whether or not I had ever seen chlorine. So I'm assuming a lot of people are looking it up like I did. Because I thought the new axolotl came today, but I can't find any info about that either. Okay, so there's clearly no chlorine here. It's magically up here. Nope. Just a bunch of tires. Right. So I haven't seen anybody post about it, so I can't figure out where it's at. Because I was like, well, I could go fish. Like, I could go find him. But I looked on Nuka Nights. They didn't have it. So I need to do something. Oh, a mole rat. I need to download something. Thank you. It's after chat with Tatum last night. I've got the hankering for the music. Duchess did? Okay. Duchess. I should just know better and just trust Duchess. Desires. Oh, what the fuck is that? Why is that in existence? Oh, absolutely the fuck not. I will murder people's clown collection stations. I will do it. list of axolotls and where to find them. February, January, February. Oh my god, he's so cute. Cranberry bog and forest. Noted. Disease. Oh. Cure your disease. Wait, I can fish here then. At Ohio. Tatum, I loved Iron Lung. By the way. Loved it. Okay. Cure your disease. Hello? I loved it. Hi. Hi. That's hilarious. What the fuck is the point of having this one? I hope you're happy. Grovel in submission to feed your own ambition. Somehow I can't imagine how. Yeah, you left it in the garden. I got you. I got you. Yeah, so last night, Tatum was able to join Kate and I on a virtual call. So she officially met Kate. I'm very excited because she's like the first one of y'all to meet Kate, and I was so excited. Oh, I want to see Send Help so bad. They added fishing last year. I like the fishing a lot. They kind of overdid it in my opinion, but I like the fishing. Man, it'd be great if this was the axolotl. Damn it! Stop giving me blood whiskers. Enjoy dinner. 5 for Iron Lung for me. I wanna see Send Help so bad. I appreciate that. I was just like, I really want her to meet like my friends, and it meant a lot to be able to be like, hi, here's one of my best friends. It was so nice. So it was very, very exciting time. And we stayed in, and she read, and I gamed, and then promptly went to bed at like 9 o'clock. Because we're old people. Says there's something I cannot change, until I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love. I guess I lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd sooner fight, defying gravity. Well, I am. I'm 36, so that's older. I think Soup is the oldest, but it's pretty close. We're both 36. God damn it. These stupid fucking blood whiskers. Unlimited. I am expired. Oh. Yeah, Sora, once we hit 30, we're old. Yeah. There's no fight we cannot win. Just you and I defying gravity. And you and I defying gravity. Never bring us down. Expired. I am expired. Yeah, it's fine. Listen, I didn't think I'd make it to even 20, so the fact that I'm 36, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm here. Choosing this. I hope it brings you bliss. I really hope you get it, and you don't live to regret it. I hope you're happy in the end. Son of a bitch! Why? Oh my god, I hate this fish. I'm getting off that. Oh my god. Syndra! Hello? Oh god. Okay, well, it's fine. Oh, see? So if you can't find me to the western sky, as someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. Syndra, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, hell yeah, you were 76 in it. I'm trying to catch my axolotl. This is taking a long time. Hello. Hello, hello. Some might be sleeping. Hell yeah. The weirdos have arrived. Chaos goblins on the loose. Hell yeah. Seriously, if anybody needs to raid and run, I appreciate that. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Cookie. My pronouns are they, she. Either are fine. I'm so glad my reflexes paid off. Thank you. I absolutely go get rest. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. I hope your stream went well. I hope everybody gets some rest, some water, something to eat, whatever you want. Okay, well, it's not a blood whisker, because I caught like 4 of those in a row. Oh, Twilight Moonbeast is dying. Wait, why do I know that name? Who's Twilight Moonbeast? Do we know them? I'm so sorry if it's somebody chilling here. Bring me down. Get her. Bring me down. Bow, 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 bow. Load. I really want to catch my fishy. I really want to catch my axolotl. Also, what are y'all doing with your extra axolotls? Not eating them. What are y'all doing with your extras? Cause I don't. Got 3 today? Hell yeah. It took me a bit. Nuka Nights, I couldn't find anything. And then after Tatum mentioned that, oh, sorry, I got distracted. I thought this song was one I needed to skip, but it's fine. It says, we're fine. I really wanted to catch the axolotl. That's not an axolotl. Before you said not eating them. Yeah, no, I definitely have eaten them on accident, and now it haunts me forever. I could put them into fish bits. This is not Animal Crossing. They're not fish bait. Because I've got somewhere. Where do these show up? I have a bunch of them. Where do the axolotls show up? Food? Where the fuck are they? Wait, can I put them in? Is there a thing here? There's not. Oh, up north. What is that? I don't want to do that. Oh geez, did you get the earring, Tatum? I was just asking what people did with their extra axolotls. Okay, this isn't the one I wanted, but that's fine. Where are all my axolotls? Okay. So I've got them. I must have moved them all over here. I'm slightly concerned that they don't say that they are attached to things. It's kind of, Jesus. Hi. What's you bend? What's that? Oh, hey. This is a place, right? Oh, I can't. Go over here. Yes, it's a place. Yes, I definitely forgot what I'm talking about. It's fine. I forgot this is a... Oh, technically, I could just stay here and do things. But I hang my axolotl in the one specific shelter that I have. And I really like the U-bend is the U-shaped pipe in a sink that is regulations for super to... Oh. Yeah, that would do it. I'm glad that exists. Should mean it's not very far then, right? Okay. What? I don't think I have anything. I'm trying to think if I have other stuff. As long as you don't use a sink. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I only have one bathroom and one sink. So, I'm kind of fucked. Also, I don't know what kind of sink mine is because it's old. I hope it has the U thing in it. I should look at that. Okay. Well, at least I'm catching different fish this time. What if I use the other one? What if I use the superb bait? Also, I'm kind of mad that I can't drop that because I don't use it. It's not that one. Yeah, so I really want to go go see Send Help. So far, unless you have all the legendaries, I don't. I also don't pay attention to legendaries usually. I'm still unlocking crafting. I don't even know what I'm missing. That's how little I pay attention. I don't usually care. Unless when I'm trying to do stuff like I was trying a bow build, and so I needed a lot of stuff for that because I couldn't craft half of them. That was kind of a pain in the ass, but otherwise, why does that look weird? What is, if you play Fallout, what is your favorite like seasonal event? Like Fastnacht, Mothman, Aliens. Okay, noted. Is that when you go for them? Oh, duh. Yes, I do have the legendaries, but I forgot. I can definitely do others. I forgot I can still fish for those. I do. I liked Big Bloom. That was fun. I think I get bored of it, especially if I'm like on all the time. But I do enjoy Fastnacht. I want one day to be able to go and visit Helvetia IRL. I think that'd be really dope to be able to go check. It's really something. I'm wearing your hoodie. I need to update it. But yay! I'm glad you're still getting use out of it. Yeah, it's on my reminders thing. Need to actually, it's just there when I get to it. Hi, Sarah. Hello. Yeah, Meat Week is really good for the events. Like just ping, 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 ping. You're totally fine. How was Fallout 4? I had your stream pulled up while I went to go see Iron Lung. It's very fun. I like the helmet. It's very entertaining. It doesn't really go with anything I'm wearing right now, but that's fine. Come on. You're not an axolotl either, I bet. I don't think so. Moving too fast. Oh, it's a piranha. Shark bait. Ooh ha ha. Beat a decent part of hell, yeah. Oh, I love that. My experience with Fallout 4 ended when I had the first Deathclaw. I stopped playing pretty shortly after that. And then Soup playing Fallout 3 made me want to play Fallout 3 again to try it, like actually give it a go. And then I can't play it. So hopefully we can figure out if my PC just simply can't, or if it's gonna do anything. Okay, I'm not catching it right now. Oh god, Mothman. Okay, I'm here. Fallout 4, I don't remember on the museum. See, and I'm like, well, maybe that's what I would like. So I'm like, cool. But, like, if I can't run it, I can't play it, which sucks. I don't understand this. Travel on foot. Oh, God. Well, New Vegas, I couldn't run New Vegas on my last PC. I couldn't ever get it up and running. Why is the... What? Okay. Oh, God. Jesus. Do I want to build some buildings? I am actually quite sad right now with buildings. I just travel on foot in an hour every four. Oh, okay. That whoa. Bad Mothman. When I first, dude, Jesus. Hold on. Jesus. This is insane. Ah! Bad Mothman. Bad Mothman. Stop it. Stop it. This is nuts. To the point that I already forgot what I was talking about. It's fine. Oh, hi. What does that mean? Oh. It's fine. This is what happens when I play this game. Oh, it counts as an insect. Huh. Neat. Mothman. No. Mothman. Damn it. Yay! Earring's been recovered. Thank you, Mothman. Building. Sarah mentioned building. I have a building that I put down and I can't remove. And I hate it. It's this thing. It's this. this stupid building. I put it down because I thought I'd like how it looked, and now I hate it. And now I can't remove it. Cabby. Oh. So I come here, I push A to move it, and it says one or more items are in use. So then I just wait, and then I go X to scrap, and it says one or more items are in use. And I've been on a private server. It doesn't matter. There's nobody in it. I don't know. Is it because I have stuff in it? Because I have stuff in it. I started trying to make stuff in it. Like a cute little area. Yeah, she's outside. I don't have anything in here. I've got these. Maybe I'll get rid of it anyway because it's not. Try taking your dweller out of your camp first. Okay. What the fuck is this? I can't tell. Yeah. Oh, it's the bar in New Vegas? Oh, neat. It's, yeah, it's the new shelter. Yeah, she's right here. But I'll scrap her. How do I scrap her? Ma'am. Thank you for the food. Yeah, I made it because I got her. I spent my gold because I hit max. And I don't know what else to spend it on. So I was like, well, I haven't had an ally in a while. So I thought, well, I have her here. And I like that. I don't like where it's located. And I don't know. I'm just not thrilled with it here. Well, when is she not using? Ah! I don't know why I did that, but one or more related items are in use. Okay. There's a vendor inside. Could it be that? Yeah, like, I don't have anything to cook up to it. Like, I got nothing. And it took me so long. Like, if I have to suffer with it here, I will. I just really don't want to because it took me so long to rebuild this house that I'm not scrapping this camp. Sometimes dwellers can mess with things. Maybe she's... Nope. Yeah, I can't even, like, move it. Eh. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were in there. Come up here. Would you recommend submitting an I'm not missing atoms though. Oh. Also, I need some people to tell me to not touch our creators because I have had so many people pop up on my TikTok before I get rid of it that I just want to play it because it looks hella fun and I don't need it. Okay. Out of there. They'll direct where to go generally. Okay. Yes. Okay. Arc Raiders is? Never mind. Don't want that. I did not know that. Thank you for telling me. There's no fucking way I want that. No, thank you. I thought that said the pig was free. I'm like, damn. Okay. Oh. Why? Oh, that's where the comics thing is. Damn it. Okay, well, I feel better about not having gotten it, but that's... Ugh. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. What? Oh, I was like, I have this. Nope, it's fine. What is this? Oh, it's an emote. Arch. Heart pose. What does a heart pose look like? No, thank you again for the raid. Enjoy dinner. And yeah, we'll be hanging out for an undetermined amount of time. But I appreciate you sending your people here and hanging out and helping with everything. I really, really do. So this is what I had bought it from one of these things. Ooh, what's that? Show begins. Oh. Yeah, Prospector Saloon. Then take a picture of that so I know what it's called. Bowling team bundle. If I was more into bowling. Okay, so what does he do? Sam Wen. Vault-Tec armor. Interesting. So what does Solomon Hardy give me? Clean hospital bed and an office cabinet. No, thank you. Oh my god, what is that? Oh, what is that? Hell yeah. What's that look like? Wait. Nope. Shit. Okay. Where is it here? Oh. Okay. No. Oh my god. Where is the... Oh, right there. That was worth 120 caps. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Alright, what do I gotta do? I got a long list of stuff to do. I also bought everything already in the thing, so I don't really need to spend more caps in places. Do flowers... Do I lose? Craft Psycho. Drugs. Psycho. Okay, I do have that. So I don't have any Med-X. Which is healing? No, it's not. What is Med-X? Where do I get that? Drinks. Do I have to buy Med-X? Where's... I don't think I have any Med-X in here. Nope. Ended up buying it. Okay. I'm going to try going to White Spring first. Because I feel like the stations have them. Because they have the medical area. We'll check him down here first before I check elsewhere. Also, who left something? Yeah. Hi. Oh, hell yeah. And that's kind of expensive. Did that count? No, damn it, because I need to craft it, I think. Ah! Jesus. Wait, no. Then I need... Wait, dude. Does this guy have it? Oh, wait. I need this. I don't think I did this today. Did not. Hello. Do you have Med-X? No, you don't. Never mind. Ooh, what is that? Never mind. Okay. Let me out. Sarah, thank you for telling me about that, about buying it. Because I probably would have looked around and then just been confused for a little bit. So I appreciate it. What is happening? Oh my god. Focus. Nope. I'm live if you want to say hello. Okay. Okay. Practical. I like it. Alright. What do you think the chances are of this having it? Oh! Glorious. What about you? Oh, hell yeah. How much Med-X do I have now? I feel like I got a lot. 11? Well, wait, I don't know how many I need, though. It's fine. No, my hairdresser, my friend, sent me a text message, and it was Buddy Guy, and he was pausing a guitar solo in like at his Chicago club for a shot of cognac, cognac liquor. I was just very excited because I love him. Oh, water. That's probably a good idea. Ugh. Drugs. What? Where do I get digested goo from? Mama! Cognac. Wow. Everybody was all right in there. I love that. Hi, Mama. Hello. What am I looking for? Mama. Oh, you found a red emerald butterfly. That's cool. It's almost like it was put there on purpose. I mean, technically it was, because I did put it there, but... Okay, let's get this stuff out of our... Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Antiseptic. Nice. Yay! Look at all this stuff. Okay. Nice. Okay. Oh, maybe he's got... Maybe this has digested goo. I didn't get digested goo. Okay, I still have lots of time. So let's go back. Here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really digging the songs at the end. I don't really care for Selena. Okay, I'm just gonna replay it from the beginning. Oh, sorry, Tatum, I'll switch it. I got it. We'll switch it. Hold on. This one. There we go. There. Selena is his lady? Interesting. Oh. Okay. I thought you were talking about the current one. I was like, that's a choice, but that's fine. Okay, we're good. We got it. Alright, it's not gonna let me do anything. Nope. Still can't do anything with that. God damn it. Okay. Maybe this is... Maybe digested goo comes from my... Digested goo. I think it's in here. Producers. It's definitely not cake. That doesn't have it. That's literally the only reason I told Kate that I want to watch the Super Bowl on Sunday. We're going to be in Illinois at a friend's, but I was like, can we maybe watch the Super Bowl? Because I'd like to watch halftime. I don't think she cares, and I'm pretty positive our friend in Illinois doesn't care either. But maybe we can get it. This thing. Toxic goo. Is that's not the same thing. Damn it. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, sorry. Desodorante. Yeah, it's literally the only reason I want to watch. Like, I told Kate last night, and then I reminded her this morning, like, the only thing that I need to know is if we're gonna be around to watch that. Do you need to know where to find it? No, I mean, no, but I need it for my meds. I need it to make something. But I don't remember where that is. Well, I don't think I've ever looked. So I need digested goo to make Psycho. So I was kind of hoping that this would give it to me. But I'm wondering if... I wonder if I can get them out of Snallygasters. Specifically, the green ones. I love Green Day. Green Day is also good. Okay. I need to switch. Okay. Rare. Ow. Why are you still alive? Digested goo? Damn it. Why does this Snally have that? That one's already dead. Why can't... Hello? Why are you moving so fast? God damn. Someone had the same idea. Where the fuck? I don't... Oh, you have it at your camp? I'll just see. I don't want to take it. Because I just put something down. Stupid. Or is it? Slow. Maybe it's useless. But there's a cuter word for it. Man-child, why you always come running to me? Fuck my toxic goo. Is that the same thing? Woo, Santa. Hi, kitty. Why you always come running to me? Be done the loving to me. Toxic goo. Okay. God damn it. Digested goo. Okay. Child, why you always come running to me? Like my... And there's something. Oh. Interesting. So I'm in the right area. Digested goo apparently comes from the pitcher plants in the bog. Which makes sense. However, I don't know where they all are. So it's gonna be a... I have never seen a crab here before. Is this a pitcher plant? No. Just in there. Amen. I'm just trying to stay out of... Ooh. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is gonna take me forever. I can't believe that's the only place you can get digested goo. I'm like, I know I've gotten it before. Ooh. Something lips. Oh, I can't get it. I got it. I still got sick, but I got it. I win. See, that just reminds me of the other song, though. So, like, I start singing that. I'm like, that's the wrong song. It's my anxiety. Thank you. So I thought, now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over. Something always that I've done. Whatever song. Okay. Oh, there's another one over here. Damn. Oh. What? Yeah. Man, I miss when that show happened and, like, was really good. Don't make me shoot you. Fuck the Brotherhood. Fuck the Brotherhood. Fuck Ice. If you need to hear it again, fuck Ice. Damn it. Nope. Okay. I think it's interesting that they were able to get this part of the song. Thank you. I wonder where else. I was just confused though, because I was like, this isn't that. It's not the same song. Then I'm like, how is that a thing that they can do? Or you're legendary. Thank you. Really? Interesting. Oh. Oh. Damn it. Someone already been here. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I was just like, I don't understand how this is a thing that they can do. That's kind of cool. I mean, also that the artists are letting them do that. You know what they're asking? Excuse me, where the fuck did you come from? God damn it. Give me a fucking heart attack over here. Okay, stay away from me. I love you, Mama. There's More diseased cranberries. Put less of the pitcher plant. Ooh. Pitcher plants. Yum. How did I make it right back around? Ugh. Interesting. Wait, I can make meat with that. There we go. In the back of my mind, all the time. Okay. I think we're gonna go back and cook. We're gonna do some other stuff. Stupid shelter. Okay, put here. We got an ad starting in about a minute. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait. 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 What? I just had... Did they... Oh... Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I was like, I know this song. Like, I have... Nope. Don't get rid of the goo. That's neat. I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing your wisdom. Your wisdom. In the back of my mind. Ooh, Mothman egg omelet. Welcome back, Mom. Okay. Potato. Oh, it just said eat any food. I bet that's what that was. Yay!
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Coffee! Get holidayed. This is very special holiday time. Tonight, the packed moonlight. Okay. I think I went... No. I went this way. That's right. Because we saw the cute little beavers over here somewhere. They look a red stag. But I saw the beavers. I wonder if it's different animals. Hi. Hi. Goodbye. Oh, damn it. KB photo. Hello. You know, I had a hot second. I'm doing good. Did you see that Rose did her song with, was it Bruno Mars? Okay, I need to look at that though. Yeah. I need the toxic. Where is it? Toxic. God damn it. They do. Deborah. Coffee, I thought about you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Last night, when, the fuck are those? Oh my god, those are anglers. Last night when they had a pata whatever, which is really exciting. Thank you for the sub. I'm sorry I don't really have alerts right now. It was the one thing I couldn't get figured out. Getting the fuck away from that place. Absolutely not. Oh, Tatum, thank you.
Hello!
Hello! I ate the alerts. You know what? You motherfucker. How's Shadow doing? He hanging in there? Also, there was a game that I saw that I thought of you. Did I send it to you? Where is it? Oh no, it was it was just the Funkos. Some people were complaining about how Maury's looks, and I actually really like hers. Let's get on a step stool. Wow. You know what? Fine. I am short. Can't do anything about it. Can't do. Can you just answer the question? How is your dog? Birdie. Okay, listen. I don't need to get beat up by my friends. I don't need this. Okay, I need to get going with these flowers. I didn't know that these flowers expired. Yikes. Okay, good. I was gonna be very sad if there was not a good update. So we take that. We take that update. So, somebody killed the queen already. Who was I telling the other day? I was like, the queen. Oh my god, I was telling DJ. Because he came and, I don't know, so DJ's been playing Fallout 76. He got it on PC. And so he was joining, and he was like, I got scared by, looked like a giant Mirelurk. And I was like, yeah, it's probably the queen. And he's like, I had a fucking heart attack. I'm like, yep. It's what usually happens. It's just really funny. He's like this military dude, and he got scared by a Mirelurk queen. I'm like, I mean, I did too, but it was just really funny. I have seen it. The second that I saw KB photo, and I was like, thank you for popping in, and I was like, that's my girlfriend. I don't think I actually said that's my girlfriend, but I definitely have known you were here. Okay, let's see if we can get a pie. Let me in. Let me in the building. Let me in the building. I'm gonna see if I can get a pie. Why? Ah! 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 It's fine. Oh, pie. Nice. Let's see if I can pie. Oh, damn it. I didn't get a pie. Sorry. I could beat up the machine. Unfortunately, that doesn't help me though. It does not help me. Okay. We need to get back to our camp. Wait, no, we'll go to Tatum's camp. That's closer. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I was more shocked. Why do I have another? Oh, because it got snoozed. We'll snooze it again. I was like, we just had an ad. We did not. Tatum, I showed her your camp last night. I showed Kate your camp last night. I was like, Christmas camp. You love Christmas. Yay. But I am surprised that they, oh my god. That chapel didn't get nominated. I think that's so weird to me. Is that normal? Fuck me, I guess I'm putting all these in here in case I ever need them. I guess. For any songs. Like, she didn't get nominated for anything. Oh, hug. Well, you can't see it because I don't have my cam on, but... Oh, hug Bing Bong. And yes, Bing Bong still misses his wife. He won't shut up about it. Oh, it was nominated. I don't know why I thought she wasn't nominated. Can you give Burbsifer a pet, please, for me? Oh, that's so cute. Oh, is this? It's just not. She's gone away. Interesting. Okay, I don't need that, though. Interesting. She's gone away. She's gone away. She's gone away. Ow. Tatum. DJ sent you a friend request in Fallout for your information. It's like DJ Gnomecore is his name. Oh, hello. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. I wasn't sure if how it pops up because I haven't added a new person in so long. I was like, I don't remember. And so he's just like, well, I'll take the info. Yeah, cranberry. Gib. Thank you. Who's hitting me? Who's shooting at me? You can't even see me. Who are you shooting at? Stop it. Oh my god. Oh, you don't. Hey. Yeah. Do you have your heating blanket on? Did you drink water? This is to my girlfriend. Kissy face. Kissy face. Oh, I forgot I could fast travel. Oh! Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Bye, coffee. I will have you know that my name in game is also Goblin. Ma'am! That's not water. Also, I don't want this. We also need our fish. We're not doing the fish right now. Yeah, it says helpful goblin. And Beyblade goblin. It is not. What am I doing? That's not what I wanted. Just meet me at the Where is this? Is it in camp? No. Where is this? On my way. What? Shelter? No. What? Where are these things? The things that I can lay out a tent. Jesus. I like this one. Oop. And it's not gonna let me take this. Stop it. Also, I got secret spy info that y'all were talking about me earlier. Maybe. I don't know what secret spy info means. I'm an international super spy. Super spy! Well, it was probably my mom. Because I haven't seen Caleb in, but maybe Caleb was here. If he was here, he didn't say hi, which is rude. It's me that I'm meant to be. Just trying to play both sides. Can I stop wearing this outfit, this hat? Craft. Oh, fantastic. I don't need to do anything else with this hat right now. He's sicky. Rude. I didn't do it. It was not me. I didn't do it. We're going up, up, up. It's our moment. Together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Oh my god. I didn't even check to see if my clip thing was working. Please don't do 2. Damn it. Why are we doing it twice? Okay. So that's a firebot thing. So, what is that? That's this. No, it's a command. So I have 2. They all say, no more hiding, now I'm shining, like I'm born to be. Sorry, I don't have chat open right now, so give me 1 second. I'm just trying to see why is this giving me 2 of the same thing. Gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding, shining like I'm born to be. I don't understand. Okay, it's fine. Alright, there we go. Damn. Do I have that? Ugh. Oh shit. Okay, got it. Alright. We need to be taking out red stags. Hello. Sorry, come here, I need you. Excuse me? Oh. I haven't done that yet. Oh god. I didn't do this either. My bad. Waking up the lost time. Hell yeah, Seb. Look at this. All night. Are you gonna be good, Marlon? Or do I have to smack you? The way you are already know and leave it alone on my mind. Why am I moving? No. So come be the man I need. Tell me I got something to give. I want it. I love this song. It's so catchy. On it. The man I need. Talk to me. Talk to me. Need baby. Talk to me. Talk to me. Who's holding out on the blood? We need the sacrifice. Oh man. I just remembered that Syndra said that Arc Raiders is AI, and it just made me sad all over again. This is a giant pile. On sage. The lads already know I live alone. Also, Tatum, I no longer have a ghoul. I swapped back to human. I was getting real bored with having to track and keep track of that. So I did change and I made him not a ghoul, which did make me a little sad. The man I need, talk to me, talk to me. Talk to me, need baby. Okay. What else do I need to do? Do that. Killer mole rat. I need to do some... Oh, I need 4 more... Cranberry moonshine? No, Nuka cranberry. Jesus. Yeah, I started again the other day because I was like, well, that'd be kind of fun. But then I realized that I also haven't, like, touched the wasteland with him, which is kind of a nightmare. And I couldn't fast travel even though I was cucumbered, which was really frustrating. So I don't remember how we did that either, but it was kind of scary. But it was fine. It ended up working out. Gabriella, hands up, Gabriella, la la. Tatum, you said you and Eli saw Send Help, right? Yeah, no, I know you did. I don't know why I'm asking. Yeah. So far I'm 2 for 2 on seeing a movie each month. I'm very excited about that. That was a goal I put on myself, was see a movie a month. There's a bunch coming out though that I want to see. I'm like, oh no. Why? Stinky Scientist. What's up, Gabriella? Gabriella. What's up, Gabriella? Oh, that's right, because you said you really liked Rachel McAdams in it. Gabriella, hands up, Gabriella, la la la. That's an interesting outfit. I went through the other day and I was like, I'm gonna make my dude look really cool when I was still doing the power armor challenges. And holy fuck, am I so glad I'm done with those. It was the biggest pain in the butt. Hi! It was the biggest pain in the butt trying to navigate through, and I was constantly over encumbered. I'm like, oh, just let me have my regular build back. Gabriella, hands up, Gabriella, la la la. Tatum, what is your bow bill? Build. No. I said, ah! No. Gabriella, hands up, Gabriella, la la la. Who was the other? I wanted to listen to. Hopefully they take care of me and I don't die. There was a guy, but like a playlist that I wanted to listen to. Where is this? It's fine. We're gonna go to this, and we're gonna have to turn it down because that's gonna be loud. Compound bow. Whoa! Hello. Ow! Stop it. Sweet mother of Christ. Ow. Jesus. A few perk cards on for it. Bow Furious. Are you liking that? I really wanted to like my bow build that I had before, and I was really kind of struggling with it, honestly. So I'd be interested to know thoughts on how you're feeling about it. Oh no. Oh no. Excuse me. I would like to speak to Mothman. Mothman. Yay, Mothman! Mothman, hi! I love you, Mothman. I love you, Mothman. I love him. I love you. Whoa. No. Welcome to America. Oh, Kate, if you're still here, the band that's playing right now is the band that the guy last week and I were talking about. In terms of, like, being a shitty person. Oh, God! It's matriarch, matriarch, matriarch. Oh, oh no. Oh, Cabby. Cabby, I'm sorry. Cabby, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's not a nice person. I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't know how to spell his name. I'm alive. Jesus. Ah. Everybody's zombified. I'm pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. We're dead inside. It goes on and on. Oh, no. Does it have water in it? 90% water. Oh my god. Sure. Oh, I can fix them and scrap them at the same time. Yay. So lifeless, bride and groom, death to us parking far too soon. Tilling, burning, people die all of the time. Heard that you reap what you sow, but here and around we go. Oh man. That digested goo is gonna be fucking hard to find. Does that... Oh my god, does that go bad too? Wait, where's that? Oh, it's in junk. Jesus. Wait, can I make digested goo? No, I can't. That would be ridiculous. Okay. I was going to show you my bow. And goes. Oh, when you see my face, you'll know. If yourself save your soul, you make the man. Okay. So... So I've got Furious. What did you have? Yeah. Oh, you have a compound bow. Okay. So I have this bow, Furious. I have Vital. That's optimized electricians. But you are enjoying... I am liking the glow sights and the plasma arrows. The plasma arrows are definitely the way to go. I just wish the firing capacity, like, was pew, like, multiple. But I don't think that's what resilient is. I do like this bow, though. Okay, let's bring it along with us. There. We'll bring it with us. Enjoy your book. Is this the same one you were reading last night? The... Cabby. Oh. Yeah? Oh. I hope you enjoy it. I hate it here. Excuse me? Oh my god. Oh my god, help. Help. Help me. Help me. The fuck? You shitting me right now? Oh, sweet fucking Christ. I hated that. I just wanted the red scorpion because he's a bug. But then he was scary. Excuse me? You cannot leave me. I'm trying to kill you. Sir. You can't leave me when I'm trying to actively take you out. Enjoy your book. I hope you like your book. Alright. It's so fucking big. Oh. Okay. Run! Cabby, run! Cabby, run! See, but if I go back over there, that fucker's gonna be right there. He's just gonna come up and he's gonna one-tap me. And that's what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna hate it. Oh, hey. I still had burning scorpions to kill. Oh, wait. No, but that's these new ones. I hate you. Oh, hell yeah. One shot? Glorious. Oh. I hate them. Is that it? Or are there more over here? That's so different what it is. You know what? I'll go to Path to Enlightenment because they have bugs. And I need bugs. I need 2 or 3 more bugs. And I'm gone. Gone in the panic. Busting up damaged. Find my way. Okay. I don't know. I definitely don't have a lot, but if I at least have a little bit to drop off up here. Somebody killed the bug already. Lost and I'm damaged. Can't find my way if I want. Oh, bug. I thought somebody took care of the bug. sorry, Bugs. Why does our teammate keep dying? What's this in my head again? Tread carefully. I don't medicate, it helps me temporarily. Oops. He's trying to get rid of me. Good night, I love you. I'm probably not on a whole lot longer. I'm getting sleepy and I gotta work tomorrow. So we'll probably cut it here shortly. I just kind of want to make sure that I can try to get another one of these things. Okay, I don't think I have enough, but take it up. But I hope you have a good night. I hope work goes well tomorrow. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Alright. Also, I don't have enough of the digested goo. Or no, it was a flower. It was the toxic something flower. Toxic. Oh, I don't even have it. Okay. Never mind. I thought I had it in here. Okay, that's fine. We're going to stop raid for an hour. Just to know your name. Take the 10 tracks and no fighting with the same. Oh, he just went off. Okay. We're gonna go send some love on over to my friend Dave. He's streaming with another AG friend. So let's go say hello. I think he's playing Baldur's Gate 3, but he plays a variety of games. I've been on his stream a lot when we do our little Monster Prom games. So let's go say hello to Dave. And thank you guys for hanging out and the vibes. I appreciate it, especially since I was not super happy at the beginning of the stream. So, I can't see that says I'm rating anybody. So, oh, there it is. Well, I can see it on my other one. So, we're gonna end, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.